Macron is expected to discuss a wide range of difficult issues with President Donald Trump, and the two men are said to be friends. Macron was welcomed with a formal ceremony full of military pomp ahead of talks. The French president is expected to urge Trump to recommit to the Iran nuclear deal, which Trump must do by the 12th of May. The US president has said he'll pull out of the multinational agreement limiting Iran's nuclear capabilities unless it is renegotiated. The two leaders are due to hold a joint news conference a little later on Tuesday, after which Trump will host Macron at his first state dinner. Meanwhile, Donald Trump says the Iran nuclear deal is high on the agenda for talks with Emmanuel Macron.
So we will be talking about a lot of different subjects, but the Iran deal will be one of them. We're going to be talking about it. We'll see. I mean, people know my views on the Iran deal. It was a terrible deal. It should have never, ever been made. We could have made a good deal or a reasonable deal. The Iran deal is a terrible deal. We paid $150 billion. We gave $1.8 billion in cash. That's actual cash, barrels of cash. It's insane. It's ridiculous. It should have never been made, but we will be talking about it.
Well, Milad Jokar is a visiting lecturer on Middle East geopolitics at the Normandy Business School. He joins us now. Milad, thank you very much for joining us on TRT World. I did want to start with the Iran deal. Do you think that Emmanuel Macron has that kind of leverage on Donald Trump, given that Trump has clearly shown his displeasure with the Iran deal? Do you think Emmanuel Macron can change his mind?
Well, this is a great question. If he can change his mind on the nuclear deal, on the Paris Climate Agreement, then that would be a huge victory. President Macron has good relationship with the president. President Trump has been impressed by his state visit to France, but now the two men have several key differences in views when it comes to the nuclear deal. For several reasons, the European interests are not the same interests as the United States when it comes to the nuclear agreement, because Europe is a direct neighbor to the Middle East. And in the heart of the Middle East, you have Iran. And what has created more stability in a chaotic region recently is this historic achievement, this nuclear deal that put an end to sanctions in exchange for Iran curbing its nuclear program. So there's a lot to do, and let's see what President Macron can do. But if he can do this, then it would be a great achievement.
What do you think is holding back Donald Trump from going ahead and keeping the deal on the table?
Well, Donald Trump was elected on the promise that he would destroy the nuclear deal. He has been supported by many of his supporters during the campaign. He does not support the integration of Iran in the region.
Yeah, but it wasn't a big thing for ordinary voters, was it? I don't think that was ordinary voters' greatest concern. It was more about the economy and other things. I mean, which international powers, let's put it that way, are trying to pull Trump in that direction away from the European consensus?
This is exactly what's going on right now. It's not necessarily about the voters, but the people in the entourage of Donald Trump, and they have positioned Saudi Arabia as the pillar of the United States foreign policy in the region. The first step to Donald Trump abroad was not in Canada or in Mexico, it was in Riyadh, where he was dancing with the Squad and having a $300 billion weapons deal with Saudi Arabia that sent a strong message that Obama's reconfiguration of the Middle East is over, and now we have once again the isolation and the containment of Iran, which goes against the natural gravity of the geopolitical forces in the region. So this is going to create more tension in the future.
Milad Jokar, thank you very much for your analysis. Appreciate it. We'll leave it there, and we'll keep an eye on the Trump-Macron meeting as it develops later today.